My name is Syombua A. Kibue. I'm a sports career manager for Domino Sports Network Africa. We are based here in Nairobi but function in Kenya, Rwanda, Uganda and Tanzania. We first focused fully on football for children, and this was because we wanted children to be able to experience football from a young age and being able to train them from childhood all the way to adulthood, so that by the time they're 18, they're only going through to their careers, as opposed to starting training from high school and then moving forward. So we've created an initiative of where our kids are able to learn the professional way of training football, but at a young age, because we start scouting at the age of 10. The better part of last year and last year but one, we literally scouted over 150 students, both Kenya and Uganda. And this is under one of our programs, which is Scout for Star and National Scouting Report in the US, where we work towards making sure that there's a transition program after high school. Now, one of the programs is to go to the US under scholarship, where they become sports athletes. And the other is to go to Europe, which is like what we're doing this year, where we are sending 20 students from East Africa to go to Poland for camp. 5 to 10 years from now, there's a program that we've been working on in actually starting, and this is what we call the after sports program. Right now, we've seen a lot in Europe of where immediately a player retires, they actually have a plan of what to do after sports, which is something that is lacking in Africa. And so that is where we want to focus also into our initiative. So like when our players come back after retirement, we have worked with them towards their entire careers in investing. Well, with the pandemic, as you know, sports was heavily affected. We had situations of where we were closed 6 months at a time because of the COVID-19. But that was the only major impact that we got, where it had us refocus our strategies in terms of, okay, what happens if another pandemic comes? What do we do? How does football not get impacted or sports get impacted when another pandemic comes? And so some of the initiatives that we've put in place is, other than moving some of our grounds into private facilities, we've also been able to work with players on one-on-one. We've come up with Zoom sessions of where we train kids via Zoom on skill sets, give them homework, so that they're not missing out on training when they're away and they can keep up. We do personal trainings with our coaches, so coaches can actually go to their house and work with the players on where they're not really getting much of training, especially because we know kids have a tendency of being lazy when in the house. So this has been able to challenge our players to be able to work by themselves, meet the team via Zoom, as well as now that we are opening, coming back to the pitch. Last year, we were able to sign in 2 young 16-year-olds from Uganda for full scholarship in the US university of their choice. And they will be going in as sports scholarships. This comes in with accommodation, vehicle, paid as athletes. Immediately they clear Form 4, they are gone and they're going to be starting their careers with education and as players. At the same time, this year, we just signed a good deal of 20 players to go to Europe. That will be in Poland. They'll be going for 10 months. And immediately after the 10 months, they are guaranteed to be signed into a European team. Being a woman in sports has been one intense experience. But at the same time, we started the Africa Women in Sports initiative that allows us or rather me and more other women, to nurture more girls into this field. Because football is not just about the 11 players on the pitch. We have many careers that surround the sport itself. And so we want to be able to see more girls, more coaches, more managers, more athletes that are coming in as females and also benefiting from our programs. Being alumni means that I'm able to have that platform to create more awareness for my work, and the more women I want to touch in this field and in this industry, the more people I'm able to share and tell them that it is possible for a woman to be in sports, to succeed in sports, and to actually have a lifetime career here.